guys, wanted to do this video. I've been talking about it for a while, and so I started off with the plan of making an investment and trying to get to 1 BNB rewards a day. And so that's kind of far out. But at the same time, while I'm working on that goal, it was get the question of when am I going to make a video on what will it take to be a millionaire with Hodl, right? And so that's what I would attempt to do today in regards to answer that question. What will it take to make $1 million with Hodl token? And so that's what I'm going to try to explain today, and we're going to go through it. So before we go through it, I wanted to make sure that everyone understands the way this token works, and I don't think a lot of people understand it. And so I wanted to take a brief 30 seconds or so or a minute to really explain that. So the way it works is you buy the token, and while you make that transaction, for every transaction of a buy or sell, there are taxes in what you pay for it, right? And so when you buy, you get a 10% tax. That 10% tax, it is divvied up, as you see down here, between your reflections, right? This is what this is. You get 2% gets distributed out to the reflections. 2% goes to the liquidity pool, and 4% goes into the BNB. This is where you get your daily rewards in regards to your holdings, right? And so you buy it, you hold it. As you're holding it, you get reflections, which is another way of saying you get additional tokens without having to purchase it. So every day, every transaction that's going on, you are accumulating additional tokens, additional tokens for your position. So that's really great. You don't have to pay for it. You automatically are getting those every day. And then on the BNB rewards, every day you go into the app, and then you're able to claim your BNB rewards. And so if you don't know how to do that, I'll also include some videos that I've made in the past on how to claim your BNB rewards. But this is so sweet. You buy the token and you make money on the price action. While you're holding it, you get reflections for every transaction that's going on, and you get to every day go in and collect BNB rewards. And so that's the premise in which I'm going to use to look at and say, how do you make $1 million with this token, taking into account price action, taking into account your daily rewards, and taking into account your reflections. And so with all those things, I want to set out to answer the question, what will it take to make $1 million with HODL tokens? So let's get ready, let's get into it. Before we jump into the spreadsheet, a couple of information that we will need to be able to input into our spreadsheet, and I wanted to show this to you guys. I wanted to be as transparent as possible with this. And so when you look at Moonscan, this is the current reflection that we're getting within a day. So that's our daily reflection. And if you also look into the price, the current price, and this is the current price of a HODL token at this current time that we're doing the video. All right, so I wanted to show you the information that we're going to be using in the spreadsheet for you to see exactly what's going on. And so with that, let's jump into the spreadsheet. So when you look at the spreadsheet, we'll start from the top and we'll work our way down. So this is the current supply, how many tokens are in circulation. And as we burn, there's anticipation as we're going to be burning more and more as we increase the volume. And so I make some assumptions as we move forward, but for now, this is the current supply. This is the current price, and which I showed you guys. And the current market cap is about 15.2 million. So that's the current state of where we are right now. When you look at our account, the YouTube account, the YouTube account is about 190 billion, 990 billion.5, right? And when you look at our reflections, we get 22,700,000 reflections, which is about a 0.012, about 1%, right? So not too bad, right? So 1% of incremental tokens being added, right? I've seen this go as high as 2.5%, but right now it's at 1%. And when you look at the current price and everything else, we've invested $2,600 into this account. We're currently at 3,886. Our rewards, so again, remember, we buy a token, we make money in price action, which we've shown right here, we made some money in the price action, as well as our BNB rewards. Right now, we get 0.01332% of a BNB, right? So BNB is $447 at the current time that we did this. And so our takeaway, our reward is $5.95. We have a $1.32 in fees. This fluctuates. I've seen it as low as $1. I've seen it as high as $1.50. But right now, last I checked, it was $1.32. And so that's what we use to in this calculations because we want to see. So what I did is I took this number, I subtracted the gas fees, and this is what you see here. This is the B rewards we get every day, right? I am using this spreadsheet to extrapolate annually in regards to how much money we will have at the end of a year collecting our reflections and collecting our BNBs, right? So we get 463 after we've paid for the fee. Our value is would be at the end of the year $5,787.92. That's including the 1% reflection. So when you look at it, we would make about $1,900 or 49% on our return if you based on the rewards that we're getting in the BNBs, right? And if you look at our total gains from our initial investment, we would have made $3,187.92. So that's not bad. That's a 123% increase. So and again, I am doing this today, where I could tell you right now for me, this is the worst case scenario because as we get more volume, our percentage on BNB rewards goes up. And so I'm really excited about us getting into this right now because I think as the price of BNB goes up, this becomes that much more attractive, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, 123% is very attractive, but it gets even more attractive as the price of BNB goes up and as our position increases, right? And so this is really good. So now you're saying, well, that's not $1 million, right? But so let's run a couple of scenarios. So I have two scenarios, and we would have to do a couple of more investments to be able to get there. And I'm going to use today's price in terms of what we would have to do in terms of increasing our position, right? So let's look at what would it take to get to $1 million if the market cap went to 1 billion, right? And so this is our current state, but in our future state, I say, well, let's burn off 100 trillion tokens, right? So we go from 745 to 645, right? And our future price. So in order to do that, so we say 1 billion market cap divided by the supply that we're going to get there. So I'm making some assumptions, right? And if we do that, then this is the price we're going to be at. And so what I did is I took that price and I plugged it here. And I said, okay, well, that wasn't enough to be able to get us to 1 million. But not only the price has to go up, we would have to invest at least 3 times as much as we did to be able to get there, or at least 3 times the current value. And so I realized a mistake here. So it should be 3 times the current value, which is equal to this multiplied by this times 3, because we missed the opportunity when we were investing to get that much. And so in order to be able to achieve that, that's how much we would have to invest, because we would need to triple our position today. So we need to triple our position today to be able to have that much amount of tokens. So that's 571 billion tokens, or you could say close to 572 billion. That 572 billion will give you roughly 71 million tokens a day, and then about the 1%. And so at the current price, now that would bring you up to about $885,000, right? So $835,000, you would have invested an additional $11,000 And so that would get you to just roughly $1 million, right? And when you look at that, that is significant. Yes, when you look at the number, you're making $47,000 annually on just your rewards. And again, I'm using worst case scenario. As you go up, your percentage increase. All I did was multiply it by 3. But we know as you get more token, the percentage increases a lot more than that. And so we only are going to say we're going to get 5% increase, so about $47,000 just for the rewards, which is not so bad. And so with the total gains of about $920,000 or 7,899 percent increase on your investment. And so not too bad, right? But it would require that you pony up a little bit more money to be able to get there. So it would be a total of 11,659 minus your initial investment from the other one. So roughly around that. Let's say worst case, $11,000 more to add into it. And so now that's if we make 1 billion market cap. I personally think that we could go beyond 1 billion. I personally think we could go beyond 2 billion, but I wanted to stop at 2. So let's go look at what would happen if we hit 2 billion market cap. Okay, 2 billion market cap. Let's go through the data, right? So now the scenario of 2 billion, what you're looking at is a further reduction in the supply. And 2 billion, this is what it does to the price. Now, your price now is 0.0000366, right? And so when you looked at that, I had to say, okay, let's multiply it by 1.4 because we needed to get this up a little bit to get it to just under a million. Reflections would be another additional 1.4 compared to where we were, so about 33,000 in terms of 33 million in terms of reflection. And so when you look at all that, it would require that we put in additional value to that position. So that's bringing us to an investment of being 5,441. That's going to return for us $977,000 and 511, right? $977,000, 511. And so when you look at our BNB rewards now that we're going to be collecting every day, and so that went up slightly, and the price of BNB, we're keeping that constant. We're not making any future projections on what the price of BNB is, but you could imagine as that price goes up, it gets to be that much more lucrative, right? And so that would give us a total rewards of 834, fees of $1.32. And so when you look at it, minus those, we get 702. And our value over the year would bring us over $1 million, right? And we would make about $48,000 a year on just the rewards alone, all right? And again, I am using the worst case scenario. And so I just given you 2 paths in which that I am going to use this opportunity to be able to build wealth to get to $1 million. And so you guys are watching this journey. I'm still going forward on trying to get to 1 BNB a day. That's the target. That's what we need to get to. But at the same time, I wanted to do this video so you guys could see that it is within the realm of possibility for me to take this YouTube channel and really turn it into $1 million. And so I will continue on my journey to show you guys how things are going. And so, yeah, again, I'm not giving financial advice. I just want to take you on a journey of where I'm going. And so this is a great opportunity to kind of really share with you my excitement about this token. And so please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.